The blinker ticks like a clock. This car feels much too big. Everyone is sleeping, and I'm just here. The merge into the fast lane was smooth. That version of me wouldn't recognize this life. Everyone is sleeping, and I'm just here. The promotion didn't change the quiet. The merge into the fast lane was smooth. Nobody called to say good job. 6 hours passed since I spoke out loud. Success was supposed to be loud. Now the highway just goes yellow, signs flash and then disappear. Everyone is sleeping and I'm just here. Everyone is sleeping and I'm just here. This high-speed world is actually very small. The rainy day finally turned into night. Feels longer than it used to be. The engine hums a low tune. Wait until the sun comes back. Victory is just a cold steering wheel. The merge into the fast lane was smooth. Sleeping and I'm just here. The merge into the fast lane was smooth. That version of me wouldn't recognize this life. The merge into the fast lane was smooth. Version of me wouldn't recognize this life. Everyone here looks younger today. Why does it all look so small now? You told me I could never come back. The gate is hanging by a rusted wire. Why does it all look so small now? The cedar tree doesn't reach the sky. You told me I could never come back. That metal slide is covered in weeds. That blue house went down 3 years ago. The lot is just dirt and broken stone. Nobody waved when I drove past. Why does it all look so small now? Why does it all look so small now? I thought the street went on forever. Your name isn't on the mailbox anymore. just 3 trees. The neighborhood is quieter than I remembered. Every garden is overgrown and gray. I don't recognize a single face. The grocery store is closed and dark, and a gravel path led to a dead end. Why does it all look so small now? The world doesn't feel huge anymore. You told me I could never come back. The gate is hanging by a rusted wire. You told me I could never come back. The gate is hanging by a rusted wire. Signal finally turns to green. The meter ticks away my life in this zip code. Can we just keep moving, please? My legs feel like they might bolt. Nobody is waiting for me at the destination. The trunk is heavy with every piece of us. Feel like they might bolt. Nobody is waiting for me at the destination. We used to wait here for the sun. The time is over and I need to go. 6 years fit inside a few cardboard boxes. The late night commute feels like a clean break. Nobody is waiting for me at the destination. My legs feel like they might bolt. The radio plays a tune from another life. I just wanna be somewhere else. My legs feel like they might bolt. You aren't the person I should call anymore. The pavement looks different when you're leaving. A taxi shouldn't feel this much like a rescue. Everything is changing with every mile. Everything I own is rattling in the back. My legs feel like they might bolt. I don't think I can look back anymore. My legs feel like they might bolt. Nobody is waiting for me at the destination. I just wanna be somewhere else. My legs feel like they might bolt. Nobody is waiting for me at the destination. Fingers rest against the frame by the exit. Neither of us has found the words yet. Your eyes just follow me while I wait. Turn the volume up so I don't have to think. The speaker hums and vibrates against my legs. Teeth clench together to hide the sound of my breath. Turn the volume up so I don't have to think. Drinking alone feels like the only honest thing left. The speaker hums and vibrates against my legs. 3 missed calls are shaking in my palm right now. It feels like disappearing into the cold seat. The driver hasn't noticed that I'm barely holding on. One more melody might make the pressure stop. This solo night is exactly what I earned. Turn the volume up so I don't have to think. Turn the volume up so I don't have to think. Everything feels heavy and quiet in the back of this car. The speaker hums and vibrates against my legs. Pain is just a rhythm I can finally follow. The road is just a fate that doesn't matter. 10 minutes of ringing makes my jaw go tight. A bar would be too loud for what I need. My thumbs are tucked away so I won't press decline. Turn the volume up so I don't have to think. The speaker hums and vibrates against my legs. Teeth clench together to hide the sound of my breath. The speaker hums and vibrates against my legs. Teeth clench together to hide the sound of my breath. Our eyes met for a second. I looked away, way too fast. The ride home feels too quiet now. Is there any way to go back? This late night commute is a fate. You look like a dream I had once. Is there any way to go back to where I was? Is there any way to go back? 20 minutes ago I missed the bus. I barely have enough for this seat. Everything outside is just a long streak. That blues track on the radio won't stop. We danced to this song a lifetime ago. The city looks like it might melt. Is there any way to go back? Is there any way to go back to where I was? I to even think. The driver never says a single word. That stranger had your same exact smile. Tall buildings turn into streetlight lines. The engine hums a low, lonely tune. Hear pressure in my chest won't leave. The bill in my pocket is my last. I am just a glitch in the world. To lose it. This late night commute is a fade. You look like a dream I had once. This late night commute is a fade. You look like a dream I had once. That name from a long time ago. We already said everything there was to say. The road knows exactly where we are. My thumb hovers right above the green icon. One swipe could bring back a whole life. The road knows exactly where we are. That old wool coat feels heavy on me tonight. My thumb hovers right above the green icon. Before I hit the city line. Yesterday I promised I would never come back. The sky's turning into a dark blue mess. You always knew how to find a way. The road knows exactly where we are. The road knows exactly where we are. Should have taken the long way around. This vibration in my palm won't stop. I am terrified of hearing your voice again. The city limits are right in front of me. Each buzz feels like a physical pull. The engine hums while I make up my mind. The sound of the storm makes me remember we were supposed to be strangers by now. The road knows exactly where we are. I told myself I'd never feel this again. My thumb hovers right above the green icon. One swipe could bring back a whole life. My thumb hovers right above the green icon. feels like the only plan. You just stare while I stand by the exit. These heavy items are finally packed for good. Is it over now? The ticking on the wall sounds way too loud. You haven't moved an inch since I finished. Is it over now? Everything is different since I finished my shift. The ticking on the wall sounds way too loud. This solo night is taking its time. The box I grabbed feels heavier than I thought. That plastic bag from the store is on the wood. 2 a.m. came and went without a sound. We are both just waiting for a crash. Is it over now? The air in here is getting hard to breathe. The ticking on the wall sounds way too loud. You haven't moved an inch since I finished. This feeling is making me want to run. One more minute and I will be gone. The silence between us is starting to burn. I am actually scared to walk away. I shouldn't have worked until the sun went down. A bar would be a better place for this. That medicine I bought is still in the drawer. The ticking on the wall sounds way too loud. You haven't moved an inch since I finished. Everything is different since I finished my shift. The ticking on the wall sounds way too loud. You haven't moved an inch since I finished. Tonight feels like a heavy rain. The taxi ride home goes too fast. 3 decades went by in a blink. I don't look the same. Your old neighborhood changed its face. This late night commute makes me cold. I don't look the same. The front lawn grew over the path. Your old neighborhood changed its face. Time just moves on without asking. A different name hangs by the doorbell. Our history was sold for a price. Blue smoke fills the air by the curb. New people are sleeping in there. I don't look the same. That yard used to be much bigger. Nothing belongs to me now. Your old neighborhood changed its face. Nobody knows my name on this block. Small things become strangers so fast. The engine hums a low, lonely tune. And those blue floral curtains are gone. The world kept spinning around us. I don't look the same. Your old neighborhood changed its face. This late night commute makes me cold. Your old neighborhood changed its face. This late night commute makes me cold. Rain hits the metal roof. Your ghost won't leave me alone. The ocean took you away. This wet leather smells like salt. Waves crash inside my head. The silence gets too loud. Don't ask me if I'm doing okay. Pull over by the pier. Tonight feels like a trap. We walked this path before. Water drips onto my wrist. Everything reminds me of you. The tires splash through puddles. 3 years is a long time. I still hear the tide. Don't ask me if I'm doing okay. Let me out right here. This seat is getting tight. I miss you so much. This rainy day never ends. Take me back to the start. Last bus, a stranger waiting nearby. The city feels too small, so driver sees my face. Something has to give. Don't ask me if I'm doing okay. The storm won't let up. Waves crash inside my head. The silence gets too loud. Waves crash inside my head. The silence gets too loud. Two fingers pull a name from the list. The playlist you built for me goes silent. Tonight is just a series of taps. Time stop breathing. Your smile disappears from the grid. Time stopped breathing. I should have taken the long way around. Time stopped breathing. The silence gets a little thicker now. Drinking alone was never the plan. Everything we were is just a click. A solo night feels like a long chore. Each swipe feels like a different day. Time stopped breathing. I should have taken the long way around. We are down to 0 shared lines. Your smile disappears from the grid. My new address is the only thing I can't remember right now. Streetlight hums a low song above. No one here knows my real name. The cold cubes hit the bottom. One tap makes the history go away. A bar feels better than staying home. I should have taken the long way around. Everything I knew about you is gone. Your smile disappears from the grid. Time stopped breathing. Your smile disappeared. Time stopped breathing. Everybody looks up when I enter. The ones who said no are quiet now. That old doubt doesn't fit me anymore. I remember this exact feeling of waiting. A taxi hums through the late night commute. Your message from 5 years ago is gone. I remember this exact feeling of waiting. This new fabric feels strange on my skin. A taxi hums through the late night commute. Success makes for a very lonely evening. The applause sounds just like that empty silence. Nobody knows how much it took to get here. Wait is just a different kind of tired. I remember this exact feeling of waiting. A taxi hums through the late night commute. I remember this exact feeling waiting. The taxi turns onto a block I knew. That familiar shiver is still here tonight. It turns out the prize is just another delay. The radio plays a tune we used to hum. One quick movement could end this long trip. We used to dream about this big win. Now I am the person they all want to be. I remember this exact feeling of waiting. A taxi hums through the late night commute. Your message from 5 years ago is gone. A taxi hums through the late night commute. Your message from 5 years ago is gone. Everyone said this day would never come around. I walked right through the middle of the doubt. The rainy day is finally ending for me. None of these people know I used to belong here. Success is the suit that I decided to wear. Nobody thought I'd ever make it back this way. None of these people know I used to belong here. The street doesn't feel like a part of my story. Success is the suit that I decided to wear. I spent so many years trying to get out. Look at how much has changed since I went away. Yesterday felt like a weight I couldn't carry. Then the rain stopped falling on my head. The grocery list from May is still in my hand. None of these people know I used to belong here. None of these people know I used to belong here. I grew up on the side of the tracks they hate. The storm finally ran out of things to say. Every face looks different under these bright bulbs. The city feels small when you win. Nobody remembers the kid who had nothing. I'm the only one who knows the truth. My name isn't on any of the mail anymore. I am standing where they said I would fail. None of these people know I used to belong here. Success is the suit that I decided to wear. Nobody thought I'd ever make it back this way. This street doesn't feel like a part of my story. Success is the suit that I decided to wear. Nobody thought I'd ever make it back this way. The taxi passes the bakery we loved. Everything looks different from this side of the road. A late night commute usually goes faster. Where are you now? 5 years have gone by since I lived here. I almost reached for the silver medal latch. The silver medal latch. 5 years have gone by since I lived here. Your favorite spot is still painted blue. My thumb hovered over the unlock button. We spent every Sunday at that counter. Now I'm just a passenger passing through. Where are you now? 5 years have gone by since I lived here. These streets don't know my name anymore. My suit is wrinkled and my palms are wet. 5 years have gone by since I lived here. You probably changed the locks by now. One turn and the neighborhood vanishes. The streetlight signs fade into gold lines. The tires kick up some loose gravel. 5 years have gone by since I lived here. A woman crosses where we used to stand. 5 years have gone by since I lived here. I almost reached for the silver medal latch. Where are you now? 5 years have gone by since I lived here. I almost reached for the silver medal latch. Those heavy grips won't lift themselves. Your eyes just track my feet. The front exit waits for me. Why did this song play? A person should say something. Your hands are tucked away. Why did this song have to play right now? Why did this song play? That old feels wrong. the call tonight. That name came back anyway. Why did this song play? Why did this song have to play right now? Nothing feels the same now. We hit a dead end. I actually hate this track. The brass hits a note. Every shift feels like iron. The rhythm gets under skin. We let the bad win. Why did this song have to play right now? Why did this song play? A person should say something. A person should say something. Your hands are tucked away. That quick glance happened before I could blink. Streetlight signs fade together into a mess of pink. Late night commute makes the heart race. I really thought I moved further away than this. The taxi driver doesn't notice a thing. Our eyes met for a second too long. I really thought I moved further away than this. That specific park looks the same at dawn. The taxi driver doesn't notice a thing. Your face shouldn't still be so familiar. The meter ticks while the engine hums. We lived here when the rent was cheap. That old playground sits in total silence. Some memories are harder to outrun. I really thought I moved further away than this. I really thought I moved further away than this. 3 a.m. usually finds me asleep. This part of town hasn't changed at all. You were standing right by the gate. The taxi ride home cost $20. Tonight feels like a heavy weight. This city doesn't feel like mine anymore. That rusted swing set looks smaller now. A sudden turn makes me lean to the left. I really thought I moved further away than this. My hand almost moved toward the latch. The taxi driver doesn't notice a thing. Our eyes met for a second too long. The taxi driver second too long. The luggage handles feel cold. You haven't moved an inch. Tonight ended before it began. Everything is packed and ready. This is a solo night. I don't have to go back tomorrow. Your eyes are just fixed on me. Drinking alone sounds better now. We hit a dead end. The silence grew too loud. Nobody says a word. I don't have to go back tomorrow. That office can find someone new. Your face looks like a map I lost. Drinking alone at the bar nearby. That lease expires in June. Anyway, this feeling is finally gone. 30 was the deadline for us. We missed it by a decade. That leather bag is getting heavy. The rent was always too high. You look exactly the same. I don't have to go back tomorrow. You haven't even blinked yet. Drinking alone feels like freedom. The labels are peeling off. I finally made a choice. I don't have to go back tomorrow. Drinking alone is my only plan. The sky is turning dark gray. We ran out of talk. Your eyes are just fixed on me. I told everyone I would be famous. Drinking alone in this quiet town. The truth is I am 45. You are just a stranger now. We are leaving for good. I gave up my youth for this. Everyone thought I'd be a star. That hope is just a ghost. The air in here is thick. Now I have nowhere to be. I don't have to go back tomorrow. A solo night starts now. That bar is calling out. I am exactly where I want to be. Your eyes are just fixed on me. Your eyes are just fixed on me. Drinking alone sounds better now. We hit a dead end. The silence grew too loud. Sixteen orange glows past. The driver won't stop his humming. Every beat feels like a warning. The heavy mist hits the metal. I shouldn't have stayed so long. Nobody's waiting for me tonight. The rain makes a steady sound. 2 hours are all that's left. Everything is moving way too fast. One mistake cost me the future. Now the road just goes nowhere. Nobody is waiting for me tonight. We used to have such plans. Now you don't even call anymore. The seats are cold and damp. Everything is slipping from my grip. The shift starts at 4. Nobody knows what I lost. I think about that rainy day. The truth is hard to swallow. My last chance is almost gone. Nobody is waiting for me tonight. The hum of the wheels hurts. None of this was worth it. The air smells like wet pavement. I feel so small right now. Nobody is waiting for me tonight. You moved on weeks ago. I am stuck in this transit. The way you looked was everything. Now the city feels so huge. I can't believe it's over now. The storm won't let me breathe. I gave everything for a dream. Now I have nowhere to go. The end is coming for me. I wish I could turn around. The distance grows between us. I'm running out of options fast. One more turn until the end. I don't think I'll recover. It was you all along. Nobody is waiting for me tonight. I missed my shot today. The heavy stillness won't break. I am just so tired. The rain makes a steady sound. The rain makes a steady sound. 2 hours are all that's left. Everything is moving way too fast. One mistake cost me the future. You stood there looking proud. The music was too loud. Everything changed since we signed. That name was no longer mine. Wait, I think I left something there. The night commute starts now. 3 years went by today. Your face was a fade in the hall. Everything we own got split up. We have nothing left to say. Wait, I think I left something there. The ride home feels very long. The city changed while I was gone. We look like strangers tonight. You didn't even say my name. Now we live on different streets. Everything we built was just paper. Now I sit in this cab alone. Wait, I think I left something there. The bill was paid in full. That guy you knew is gone. We won't meet for dinner again. The ride home is just beginning. You stayed where I used to be. We reached the end of the line. The paperwork made it so real. You won't see me tomorrow morning. I am finally on my own. I really thought we would last. The engine hums a low tune. We finished this way too soon. That apartment isn't my home now. The driver asks where to go. I gave away my only spot. Wait, I think I left something there. Your side of things is empty. Tonight we both started over. We are finally done with us. The night commute starts now. The night commute starts now. 3 years went by today. Your face was a fade in the hall. Everything we owned got split up. You look so happy in those posts tonight. Your dress was whiter than I thought it'd be. The stranger has his arm around your waist. The evening felt okay an hour ago. Now everything feels heavy in this seat. That song should have stayed buried. It used to play when we were doing fine. The singer sounds exactly like he did back then. Your smile is different in a formal pose. I thought I'd be much better by this year. Tomorrow morning seems a long way off. That song should have stayed buried. Those wedding photos made me lose my nerve. We never talked about a day like this. Now somebody else is dancing to the beat. I can't believe how much you've moved along. The ride home takes forever at this speed, and late night commute has a lonely sound. Your life is officially starting over now. I'm just a guy on his way back alone. Everything we had is finally gone for good. That song should have stayed buried. It makes the air feel thick and hard to breathe. You look like you've forgotten every part of me. That stranger probably thinks he knows you well. I wish I hadn't checked my phone at all. That song should have stayed buried. The ending is a truth I can't escape. You finally found the person you were seeking. The taxi ride is exactly what I need. I see the person that I used to be. Your new name sounds so strange inside my head. I won't see you again. The music plays for people who are staying. You celebrate while I am heading back. We are two just ended here. The taxi takes me to a quiet place. 1 minute feels like an entire decade now. I am so tired of being brave for nothing. That silver ring really suits your finger there. Tonight is when I finally let you go. That song should have stayed buried. My body won't take one more command today. Your wedding was a lovely way to end. The singer finally stops his lonely tune. It used to play when we were doing fine. It used to play when we were doing fine. The singer sounds exactly like he did back then. Your smile is different in a formal pose. I thought I'd be much better by this year. The taxi bumps over the tracks. Our eyes met for 1 second. Everything felt too loud and sudden. Then you looked at the tiles. I pulled my coat tight. I'm not ready to arrive yet. Your face was a fade of colors. We never even shared a word. The radio hums an old tune. That moment felt like a secret. Now the late night commute begins. I'm not ready to arrive yet. The meter takes near the red. This ride home feels too short. Money is getting very tight now. $4 left for the week. We were strangers in that crowd. Your smile was almost a question. The driver turns the volume up. Tonight is ending way too soon. That playground was once my world. I'm not ready to arrive yet. The colored fades smear the view. My heart hasn't slowed down since we could have been something real. Instead I watched you walk away. That ride home carries the weight. I'm not ready to arrive yet. Counting the bills in my pocket. Dinner was a complete disaster tonight. $12 for a salad plate. Now the grocery budget is gone. Everything feels heavy and cold now. The coins rattle in my palm. I'm actually scared of tomorrow. Nothing is going the right way. We are almost at my street. Please just take the long route. The city feels different right now. That look told a whole story. You were standing near the exit. I should have said something then. I'm not ready to arrive yet. That is my last grocery was a fade of colors. We never even shared a word. The radio hums an old tune. That moment felt like a secret.